It's a real strange time we are living in right now, where people from the countries who have the most feel like they have the least, where people who live in countries that have the most reasons to be happy seem to have the least amount of happiness. So why is this? Is it comparison? Comparing ourselves to those who have more in this social media world we live in? Or never feeling enough because another will always be better in some area? Never compare yourself to others. It doesn't matter how great you are. If you're not grateful for who you are and what you have, you'll never be happy. There's always going to be someone who has more money than you. There will always be someone doing better than you, someone fitter than you, better looking than you. If you are always comparing yourself, you'll always lose and deprive yourself from living a happy life. The one thing other people will never have over you is that they are not you. Your greatest asset is that you're unique and there will never ever be anyone just like you ever again. And when you are free to be exactly as you are, that's the greatest and happiest way to live. The less you care about other people's opinions, the happier you will be. Unhappiness and depression for most of you comes when you focus on what you don't have, or focus on all the things that hurt you in the past. Instead, if you appreciate what you do have and focus where it is you want to be, you can feel better almost instantly because different parts of the brain light up and become active. Appreciation and gratitude is the single most powerful way out of depression or low states. You cannot feel both deep gratitude and negativity at the same time. If you can, you're not feeling gratitude. You might be saying you're grateful, but you're not feeling it, because science shows that gratitude and depression do not go together. You cannot feel a negative and positive feeling or thought or expression at the exact same time. Another important principle that helps many who suffer with depression and anxiety is that they are almost certainly in every case, and my years of experience working with individuals proves, is that none of them are suffering with depression or anxiety 100% of the time. They have selective depression and selective anxiety. Let me explain. There are moments, even if they are brief, of laughter, love, joy, and even feeling hopeful about the future. Brief moments of happiness, of connection with others. It certainly may not be a conscious selection or decision, rather that something comes about with triggers and from a lifetime of conditioned thinking and thoughts. Using language and having rules like I can only be happy if X, Y or Z occurs in my life will always ensure unhappiness, because life always throws challenges and obstacles your way. Keeping this in mind, you then can understand on an intellectual level that depression and anxiety does not have to be permanent. You can figure out why you're feeling down by learning and how your brain works and how your mind works, so you can learn to direct your thinking to something that feels good and much better in the long term. Comparison is another huge issue, especially in today's world. With the increase in social media and the amazing revelations of filters, you all know what I'm talking about. The ones that make you look like a supermodel in one swipe, but also the filters that many apply to their lives, like exaggerating everything in their lives to make themselves appear happier and better, and leaving out all the negative things that are really causing them pain. The happiest people on earth do not compare themselves to others, ever. They all run their own race, and they are happy for all others to run theirs in their own time and in their own way. Happy people don't have the best of everything. They make the best of everything. Things will not always work out as planned. It's real life, not a movie. How you respond to how things work out will determine the quality of your life. Let me ask you this. Do you believe that there has ever in the history of this world lived a human that was depressed beyond measure in a world where most would perceive as the worst suffering, but still somehow they managed to turn it around to not only amazing to them, but envied by others? Of course there has. The truth is, the pain you feel when you are depressed is coming from your thoughts about your current life situation or situations. Not the events, but your thoughts about the events. Change your thoughts and you change your life. Use the pain from the past for a greater benefit. The key principle is overcoming happiness and depression is not to focus on the depression. That's what most people do. And the reason it never goes away. Instead, focus on where you want to be. Focus on the feelings you want to feel. Focus on the person you want to become, and focus towards doing the things you must do to become that person. Feel how you would feel if everything in your life fell into place. One of the fastest ways out of depression is to create a compelling future, a greater purpose for your life. If you are genuinely excited about your future, you can't be miserable. And you can let go of anything that is in the past. The one thing that keeps you going is having a sense of future. The thing that tears you down is not having one. Set meaningful goals that motivate you to get you working towards something that excites you. Don't be attached to outcomes or gaining of material things, but get excited about who you'll become and how you'll develop and who you'll be able to help as a result of you creating this amazing life for yourself. Who will benefit from you living a happier life? Who will benefit from you being an example for others? And just remember, gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions.